Solve the following rational equations. Check the solution. Alright, so we have 8 plus 15 over a is equal to 15 minus 20 over a. Alright, so we're going to solve this equation by multiplying through by the least common denominator. But it's always important, I suppose, that we should first decide if there are any values of a that should be excluded. So notice that since we have a in the denominator, we should make a note that a cannot equal 0. Because if a was equal to 0, we'd have 0 in the denominator, and that's a bad situation. Alright, so now we're going to multiply both sides of the equation by the LCD. So let's note that the LCD is a, since there's only one distinct factor of the denominators. So I'll multiply through by a, and it doesn't really matter which side we multiply by. Just for convenience, I'll multiply on the left and on the right on the other side. Alright, so then we have, and we can think of that a, if we need to, as a over 1. Alright, so I've got a over 1 times 8 plus a over 1 times 15 over a is equal to a over 1 times 15 minus a over 1 times 20 over a. Alright, so simplifying gives us 8a plus 15 is equal to 15a minus 20. And so now this is a linear equation, which is relatively straightforward to solve. I will subtract 15a from both sides of the equation. So we have negative 7a plus 15 is equal to negative 20. And then I will subtract 15 from both sides of the equation, yielding negative 7a is equal to negative 35. And finally, I will divide through by negative 7, yielding a is equal to 5. Alright, we are asked to check the solution, which is always a good practice. It is very important to check solutions when we're solving rational equations because of excluded values. Now we excluded a equals 0, so I'm not really concerned about that because I didn't get 0 as a solution, but it's still a good idea to check my work. So is 8 plus 15 over 5 equal to 15 minus 20 over 5? Alright, the left-hand side yields, let's see, 8 plus 3, which is 11. And the right-hand side is 15 minus 4, which is also 11. And so they are equal. It checks out. And I'm confident in the solution of the equation. Alright, exercise B, we have 18 over x minus 2 is equal to 2 plus 6 over x minus 2. So notice we have x minus 2 in the denominator. So let's note that x cannot equal 2, because that would give us 0 in the denominator for the equation. Let's also note that the LCD for this equation is x minus 2. So I will multiply both sides of the equation by x minus 2 over 1. Alright, so that gives us x minus 2 over 1 times 18 over x minus 2 is equal to x minus 2 over 1 times 2 plus x minus 2 over 1 times 6 over x minus 2. Alright, on the left-hand side of the equation, we have the x minus 2 over 1 times 18 over x minus 2. Notice that the x minus 2's reduce out here, leaving 18. On the right-hand side, the first term, I have x minus 2 over 1 times 2. Nothing reduces out, so I'll just apply the distributive property. yielding 2x minus 4, plus, in the second term, the x minus 2's reduce out, leaving 6 over 1, which is 6. And so now I see we have a linear equation in terms of x, and so I'll solve it. If 18 is equal to 2x plus 2, I'll subtract 2 from both sides. And 2x is equal to 16, and then I'll divide through by 2, and x is 8. Let's check that. 18 over 8 minus 2, is this equal to 2 plus 6 over 8 minus 2? Alright, the left-hand side is 18 over 6, which is 3. The right-hand side is 2 plus 6 over 6, which is 2 plus 1, which is 3. And that checks out. And so x is 8. Alright, exercise C, we have 28 over m minus 3 plus 2 is equal to m minus 4. Alright, notice we have a factor of m minus 3 in the denominator, so let's note that m cannot equal 3. And let's also note that the LCD is m minus 3. So I'll multiply both sides of the equation by m minus 3 over 1, the left-hand side, and on the right-hand side, the same thing. Alright, so we get m minus 3 over 1 times 28 over m minus 3 plus m minus 3 over 1 times 2 equals, now on the right-hand side, that's just m minus 4 times m minus 3. And so I'm going to use FOIL on the right-hand side to simplify that. Alright, left-hand side, first term, the factors of m minus 3 reduce out, leaving 28, plus, nothing reduces in the second term, so 2 times m minus 3 is 2m minus 6. Right-hand side, I'll apply the FOIL concept to get m squared minus 7m plus 12. Alright, I can still simplify the left-hand side as 2m plus 22, and the right-hand side is m squared minus 7m plus 12. So I notice that this is quadratic in terms of m, and so I'll solve it by getting one side to 0 and using factoring. So let's subtract 2m from both sides, and let's subtract 22 from both sides. And this yields 0 is equal to m squared minus 9m minus 10. Now m squared minus 9m minus 10 factors as m plus 1 by m minus 10. So I'll set each of those factors to 0. And subtracting 1 on the first equation gives me m equals negative 1. Adding 10 on the second equation gives me m equals 10. So I've got two solutions that I need to check here. Alright, so checking m equals negative 1, I'd have 28 over negative 1 minus 3 plus 2. Is this equal to negative 1 minus 4? Alright, let's see. That gives me 28 over negative 4 plus 2, which is negative 7 plus 2, which is negative 5. The right-hand side, negative 1 subtract 4 is negative 5. So m equals negative 1 works. And let's check. M equals 10. I would have 28 over 10 minus 3 plus 2. Is this equal to 10 minus 4? So that's 28 over 7 plus 2. That's 4 plus 2, which is 6. And on the right-hand side, 10 minus 4 is 6 as well. That checks out as also. Alright, so we can be confident in our two solutions of the equation at -1 and +10.